What's good, everyone? Hope all is well. Joshua Grady here, Agent Grady, and we are back on Agent Talk for the first time, I believe, since August. Okay, so it's been a few months since I recorded an episode on the podcast, but it's that time. It's that time. Took a much needed break from recording. Just had a lot going on in my personal life and the work field, but now I'm able to just get back to something that I really love doing, and that's to be able to help you all, help those out in the world be great. That's the whole purpose of what we're doing is to help individuals be great in every field of human endeavor. Like that's the goal. So even when people, something I know in the last few months, people have asked me, where's Agent Talk at? Where's Agent Talk at? For me, I had to take a step back to ensure that I was being great utilizing my platform. One way I did that is, if you can see, for those that's on the visual, I got me a new Shure mic. Those that's listening on the audio, hopefully it sounds better than when I was recording, using my phone in the car. And so, just trying to take the necessary steps to grow in excellence on this platform, essentially. So with that said, what have I been doing? Again, the last time we recorded episode was in August. Since then, we went to Maui. Maui was life-changing. I read Shoe Dog. Shoe Dog was life-changing. I'm sure I'm going to drop an episode on that. It's been, we're in the middle of the NFL season, so we've gotten a few months of our guys being on teams. Had a guy get released. We've heard multiple guys get released. We've had guys get picked up. We've gone through a lot in the recruiting cycle. Roman is now over a year and a half talking, saying no more snack, and just running us amok, I would say. Completely has taken us by hold and just said, like, I run the show here. And for those that don't know who Roman is my son. Okay, I'm sure he'll make an appearance on here relatively soon. Hopefully that's not today, because if so, that means he woke up from his nap, and that means the podcast is over. Okay, so with that said, I'm just trying to think, how do I best provide value in this time here? What I would say, I'm not going to keep this one too long. I just want to get something out, make sure I check the box for myself mentally, and actually started to get the train going again. If I could talk on one thing today, it would be opportunity. It would be opportunity, okay? And I say this because most recently on my Instagram, I made a post kind of talking about the last 21 days or so and what's gone on. And I'll just give y'all this right here, something tangible that you can take home. And this is life. Okay, so about a week and a half ago, one of my players was released. Okay, so Jordan Wilkins got released by the Colts, and he's been there. He was drafted to them, so he's been there 3.5 years, and they released him. So they released him from the Colts. In the same week, we also had a player that I was recruiting, been recruiting him since last September. So I've been recruiting him since last September, over 12 months. We were recruiting this player, and somewhat out of nowhere, his mom basically stated that said player will not be signing with GSA because I'm not a lawyer, and they have to go with someone that's a lawyer. Okay, so in a span of 2 days, I had two instances that on the outside perspective looks like losses or L's, failures, disappointments, just negative instances, you would say. You got a guy that's released. That's obviously not necessarily a good thing. And then you have this player that you've been recruiting for X amount of time that's no longer, like, not interested in you anymore. That's not a good thing, at least on the surface level. And so from there, I had a day. I had a day of somewhat in the woe is me kind of mindset. I had a day where I started to retrace my steps and my thoughts and question, did I do this wrong? Did I do that wrong? Whatever it could be. And in my post, I said, the beauty of life is that opportunity every day is born anew. So opportunity every day is born anew. Every single day that we wake up, it does not matter what happened the day before. It does not matter what happened 2 days before. When you wake up, there is new opportunity for you to tap into if you decide to. If you make the choice to say, I'm going to pick myself up from where I was yesterday. I'm going to put on my bootstraps. I'm going to get my hands dirty, and I'm going to get back to work. And then when we choose to do that, opportunity will inevitably arise for you in your life. And I saw this in this last week. Since then, Jordan, he's now a Jacksonville Jaguar. He has an opportunity to continue to play the game that he loves. He had a variety of teams, over 12 teams that reached out to him. So it's all good. That situation took care of itself. And in regards to the recruit, one gone. In the next week, we met with three more players, three more soon to be draft picks. So the momentum didn't really stall. It's been going this whole time. But if I laser focused on the one individual that said no, I would have missed this upcoming three potential yeses. We have also since then had one of our NIL clients agree to a $50,000 deal. A $50,000 deal with one of the world's biggest companies, okay? That's a blessing. Like, that's amazing. And I just say this in just a short period of time to show you're going to have losses. Like, you're going to have to deal with the rejection. You're going to have to deal with the failure. But again, if you just continue to put one foot in front of the other, there are going to be victories ahead. There's going to be success ahead. More often than not, it's a lot closer than you might think. I think of that, what's the image? There's this image. I'll see if maybe I can add. I'm not really a video editor, but I'll see if I can add it in a picture. But it's a common image that you'll see on Instagram where this man is digging. You know, I think it's two of them, and they're digging and they're digging and they're digging, and then one person finds like this diamond or finds something, and the other person that was digging in his hole looks over to what this person found and starts digging where that person was digging, giving up where he was originally digging. And in the image you'll see is like the person who gave up where he was digging to go to where he thought the grass was greener. He had a massive just area land mass of diamonds and riches that he was this close to tapping into if he didn't give up. That's life. I've realized that. That's life. The individuals that give up, the individuals that say, I don't got it. The individuals say it's too hard. The individuals that make excuses for why they can't make happen in their life what they want to happen, they'll never get that jewel. They'll never get that crowning opportunity. But if you just continue to stay in your lane, if you continue to brick by brick build out the dream, if you continue to be willing to put your hands dirty, if you're able to take a no on the cheek and keep it moving, if you're able to take a loss and turn it into a lesson, guaranteed that success will be yours. And that's my main message today. That's it. That's all I really got today, just because that's something that I know God has been really preaching to me lately. Something else, I guess, maybe that's not all I have is, and these are kind of random thoughts because I haven't been on here in so long. These are just random thoughts that I'm putting together, but I know there's going to be at least one individual out there that this is going to help. And something else I will say, man, is you got to get a team around you. You got to get a team around you. Okay, I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know, maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a teacher, small business owner, athlete, whatever, businessman, woman, dentist, doctor, police officer, XYZ job that you could potentially have. You have to have a team around you. Okay, and this does not just refer to business. This can be on a personal level, on a spiritual level. You need to have counsel around you. You need to have a community. You need to have a village. One thing that COVID showed me is how quickly we were to abandon each other, how quickly we were to isolate ourselves. When you look at the direction of society, many people are trying to live their lives alone. We're trying to live our lives behind a screen. Obviously, this podcast is great. I'm glad that I'm able to utilize, the Spotify, the Apple Podcasts, the YouTube to get this content out. But at the end of the day, when this screen goes off, I got my wife. I got Roman. I got Anaya, Rodney, Madison. I got Jeff, Jimmy. I got my team, business-wise, in the gym, Daniel, spiritual leaders, my frat brothers. You got to have people around you. The old cliche is very cliche, I guess. Together, everyone achieves more. It's the reality of it. And so if there's another thing I could leave you with today, I'm sure I'll have specific episodes talking about the value of a team. Let me just tell you, you will never get to where you are trying to get to in life doing it yourself or thinking that you can do it yourself, because you can't. It was not until I realized that I needed people around me to pick me up when I'm low, to sharpen my weaknesses, to tap into my strengths for me and to enlighten myself in the areas that I could be better. All of it, I know I'm kind of rambling, and I was just excited really to get an episode out. So that's fine if this is not the most constructed one, or the one that's like, did it do, come out with all the, the nuggets and things of that sort. But more than anything, it was time for me to get back on here. And so I'm not going to keep it too long. That's all I really got. I guess I will issue a challenge. Today is Sunday, November 14th. My challenge to you out there would be, let's see. Okay. Tomorrow's Monday, November 15th. We have just about a month and a half left of 2021. How crazy is that? Month and a half left of 2021. Most people that had a New Year's resolution, that resolution is long gone. We gave up on that probably in February. Most people that maybe set a birthday goal earlier in the year, if you already had your birthday, you've already given up on that. That's the reality. Statistics tell us 1% of people that actually set a goal follow through. I might have made that stat up, but I think it's accurate. It's probably less than 1%. My challenge today is, if you're watching or listening to this, is to make one goal. You make one goal for the next 7 days. One goal for the next 7 days. It can be physical related. It can be mental health related. It could be friendship related. It can be marriage related, financial related, whatever it could be. Make yourself one goal for the next 7 days. Hold yourself accountable to that goal. If you can do that, you can do anything you want in the rest of the world. It can be as simple as, for the next week, I'm going to make up my bed every morning. It can be, for the next week, I'm just going to drink 1 glass of water every morning. For the next week, I'm going to read 1 book by the end of the week. For the next week, I'm going to make an extra X amount of dollars and put it to savings. For the next week, me and my spouse, we're going to be intentional about going on a date night because we have it in X amount of time. Whatever that goal is, you write it down, come back in a week and see if you have followed through. If you listen or watch this and you decide still not to make a goal, that should tell you something about yourself. If you watch this and you decide to make a goal, you write it down, you take it to heart, and for some reason you fail, you are not a failure. Get back to it. Get back and do it. Pick yourself up and finish. If you watch this, you listen to this, you write down your goal, you follow through, you get a week from now, and your goal, your box is checked, you're a winner. Simple. It can be the smallest goal. Make one, follow through. Joshua Grady, Agent Talk. Appreciate y'all listening, because I know this wasn't the most constructed, episode, but I'm just excited to get back on here. We're gonna get rolling. Okay. All right. Let's be great. Agent Grady. I'm out of there.